Welcome back, guys. Hope everyone's having a blessed night tonight. I'm coming on here with episode 5 of Something Worth Living For. This series is going to be how do we trust God when life falls apart? So, when your life is falling apart, when you feel like things are not going the way that you want them to go, your family gets into a divorce, or you lose a loved one, or something happens to you, you lose your job, and you feel like your life is falling apart, and you don't know what to do in that situation. You don't know how to handle the situation. And there's a lot of things you can do when those things happen, when things end up turning into a disaster. When they weren't supposed to turn into as a disaster. In episode 5, we'll talk about what it means to trust God even when life doesn't make sense. When we face heartbreaks, disappointments, or unchurchment, it can be difficult to see what God is doing. But in the Bible, it reminds us that God is faithful even our hard moments in life. No matter what you're doing through today, you don't have to carry it alone. God is with you, is working, and He has not forgotten you. You are not forgotten. If you feel like you are forgotten, you are not forgotten. God is still working on this planet. So in scripture today, we're going to be in chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, or Proverbs uh, chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understandings, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straightened. That Bible verse I've gone over a lot, and I'm going over it in this series because it is very important. Even when life is not going the way you want it to go, even when life is falling apart and you don't know how to handle it, you can just give it to God. You can let God take control of it, because in reality, you're just building stress up and you're holding on to something that you don't even need to hold on to. So, I mean, in this series or in this episode, I can just clearly tell you, give it to God. Let God take control of it. Because, yeah, it might be hard. Life might be falling apart. But in reality, you still need to remember you have a God that loves you and cares for you. And if you don't run towards God to get help, then how is He going to help you? And if you don't ask God for help, how is He going to help you? You need to open up to God when you are struggling, when you're dealing with a situation that is a situation that you can't handle by yourself. It's a situation that God only can handle, and you can't handle it. So in that moment in life, you need to realize that you can't do it alone, that you need a God that is there. You need to realize you have a God that loves and cares for you. That's what it's saying in Proverbs. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, because God has it under control. A lot of people in the world, they feel like they have life all figured out. They feel like in life it's never going to fall apart. They feel like their pieces are put together. But in reality, some people in life are missing a puzzle piece in their life, and it's not all the way put together. Their puzzle piece or their puzzle is broken into pieces, and they don't realize that until they get to the end of the road in life. Then they realize that, oh wait, I was wrong. My puzzle is actually broken. Yeah, that's how it works for a lot of people in the world. They realize, yeah, I got my puzzle all built together, but in reality, it's not all built together. It's broken. And that's what people deal with in the world today. Brokenness. Thinking that they can't be loved by God because life is falling apart. And they don't know how to trust God when life is falling apart. But even when you lose things and you lose an opportunity in life, that doesn't mean God doesn't love you. You can still trust God in any way, even when you lose things, even when you lose an opportunity for something. It's just like saying, if I was going to lose my job today, I'm not going to stop loving God, because why would I stop loving God for just losing my job? It's just a job. I know you have bills you have to pay, but God is way more important than just a job, because God is way more important than anything. So if you think that losing a job is going to ruin your relationship with Jesus, you're wrong, because nothing will ruin it. You'll still have a foundation built. So you need to know that you are loved, and you need to know that even when life gets hard, even when life gets difficult, you still have a God that loves you. So love you guys.